Hi, this is Baruch Fleischman. As you can see, I'm the lift manager here at the Tikkun Elevator, which I am calling the Tikkun Elevator Kabbalah. Try to figure out how to work my multimedia, and this is my first practice year. And I decided that I would start it off with a short, maybe 15 minutes, of the Sipurei Maasios of Rabbi Nachman. Starting off with the stories translated in the Hebrew by Rav Elazar Shlomo Schick. So I'm just going to get started, see how this media version comes out. So he says this, the story goes like this. Now, it's important to know that Rav Schick, not only did he write did he bring these Sipurei Maasios, but he also has a pirush on it, which the Breslov Research, which is a brilliant work of translation by Aryeh Kaplan, but doesn't really give you a translation of what's going on. It's possible that there are different possible translations, explanations, but these are terrific ones. And he calls this this explanation nare a parsimon. So like it means like a perfume, a certain kind of perfume called a parsimon. And the rivers of a parsimon is the name of his pirush. What I want to do is I want to first read the story. I'm going to read it in Hebrew and then translate it into English. And then I want to read his pirush on it, little by little, and see if we could go through the whole sefer. So it starts like this. Maisa b'melech echad. There's a story about a certain king, shehoyu lo shisha banim v'bas echas. He had 6 sons and 1 daughter. Right away, this really brings to mind the Kabbalistic count of the Vak, what we call the Vav Kitzvais, which is Chesed Gevurah Tiferes, and that's a Chod Yesod. And then the 7th one, which is the daughter, would be Malchus, the female aspect. Of course, the Malchus is the most important. He had tremendous love for her. And he rejoiced and celebrated with her tremendously. So the certain day that he was with her, they were there together, and he got angry with her. Roges, he really got carried away. And this came out of his mouth. So it should be good that they should take you. So he said, let them take you. That's basically what he said. Didn't explain what he meant. And then he says that night she went to her room. Then in the morning, though, nobody knew where she was. They was tremendously upset about this. And he went and he looked for her here and there. So the vizier said to him, that is the Sheni L'Malchus, since he saw that the Melech was very upset, they should give him, some servant and a horse and some money, for his expenses. And he would go out, and he went out to look for her. And then he looked, and for a tremendous amount of time, and then he found her. So now Rav Schick writes on the parenthesis, maybe it's in the original. So now we're going to find out how it is or what he was doing while they looked for her. So he wandered around, he went here and there. Zaman Rav Mibidbarios of Sada, Yerayim, so Yearim. So he went to the cities, and he went to deserts, and he went to fields, he went all over. It was a tremendously long time that he looked for her. And so he went into a certain desert, and he saw that there was a side path. So he thought to himself, so I've so long I've been going. So I've been in this desert for such a tremendous amount of time, and I'm not able to find her. So let me go in this little side path. It's maybe like a hidden path. So maybe on this path I'm going to find civilization out there. And he got on the path and he walked for a long time. So after that, he found a fortified area. And there were a whole lot of army soldiers all around it. So with all of these soldiers, but the Mibzar itself, the fort itself, was very beautiful. It was really fixed up. Everything looked good. But he was afraid because there were so many soldiers. So he wanted to come into the fort. So maybe the soldier's not going to let him. So he thought to himself, so let me go, let me give it a try. So he tied up his horse and he went and I guess he put the reins on the horse to get the horse ready. And he went to the fort. So they let him right in. They didn't hold him back at all. And he went from one room to the next. Nobody bothered him, no stops. So he came to a certain palace. And he saw that there was a king sitting, and he was sitting there with his crown. And there was a lot of soldiers there. And there were a lot of people that were singing, and they were playing musical instruments. There was an orchestra before him. And it was like a tremendously beautiful place. It was Yafe Ma'od, very pretty. But the king, and not even one of the soldiers, asked him any questions at all. So he saw that there were all different kinds of ornaments, and there was all different kinds of. The place was really fixed up. There was beautiful food, wonderful food there. So he stood, he ate, he went up, and he laid down. So he went to a corner. He partook a little bit, and then he went over to a corner to see what was happening. So then he saw that the king commanded the soldiers that they should bring the queen. So they went and they were going to bring her. There was a tremendous commotion, a tremendous joy that the queen is coming. And then the musicians were singing, were playing beautiful music, tremendous music, because they were bringing the queen. So they brought a throne, and they sat her down next to the king. Who was she? She was the queen. She was the daughter of the king that he was out looking for. He saw her, and he recognized her. So then after that, the queen looked, and she saw one, that is this vizier, and she saw that there was someone that was sitting in the corner, and she recognized him. So she went from her throne, and she walked over to the corner. So she touched him, and she said to him, do you recognize me? And he answered her, hey, yes, I recognize you. And you are the Bas Melech that got lost. V'shal osa v'heich basa l'kan. So he asked her, how did you get here? V'heishiva b'rashe she'avi ha'melech nizrak b'piv dibra now. Because the melech said something, came out of his mouth, the words that he said before. V'kana makom azehu lo tov. But here, that's why I'm here. The place that I'm at now, it's not a good place. So he said to her, you know, your father's really, really upset. And that he himself was looking for her for many years. And he asked her, how can I get you out of here? So the only way you can get me out is for you to choose a certain place. And you should be there waiting for a complete year. So that you should always be yearning and seeking and beseeching after me, in order to get me out of here. So whenever you have any spare time, you should always be struggling and worrying and trying to figure out how that you could get different kinds of ideas how to get me out. You should fast. On the last day, and then that day you have to fast. Don't sleep. Call for a whole 24 hours. So he went and he did that. So on that day, the last day, he was fasting, he didn't sleep. And he stood up and he went to that place. And he saw that there was a tree. He was hungry, he had been fasting. And he saw that there were apples there. They were very beautiful. There was tremendous yearning for them. He really had a hunger for them. And he stood up and he ate from there. And as soon as he ate the apple, so he fell. Sleep got a hold of him. And he was sleeping for a tremendously long time. He had a servant there with him, tried to wake him up, but nothing helped. Then after that, he woke. Mishinaso, and he got up from his sleep and he asked his servant, Hechanani, where am I? Boilam, where am I in this world? That is, and he sent him over the story. That is the Misharish, the servant, Sipa l'chasheni l'melech ha'maisa v'amalo. So he said the story, and he said to him, Sha'ata yashen zaman maruba, you've been sleeping a tremendous amount of time. Ma'od, zed kamishanim, you slept for years. V'ani choyisim misparnes mahaperos, I ate for the tree, for the fruit that was on the tree. V'hoya mitzayer atzma ma'od, and it was a tremendous pain for him, for all the struggle that he made. For one day, he fell. V'holach l'sham amatzal, so he went there and he found her again. V'hoysim mitzta'eres lefanav ma'od, and she was tremendously pained in front of him, and she cried out in front of him, Ki iluch v'basa ba'ozach hayom ha'yisa motzi osir mikan. If you would have been there on the day that you said, you would have been able to get me out of here. And because of one day, it's lost. So he answered, he says, not to eat is very hard. Because the Yetzirah overtook me on that last day. That is the way that this is understood. That the Bas Melech, Amrlo, she said, well, you looked at this like it wasn't really such a big deal. I warned you. I warned you not to eat. Because it's something hard for you to be able to sustain. So they should also find another place. Stay there a whole year. You could eat on the last day. And the only thing is, don't fall asleep. Don't drink any wine so that you shouldn't sleep. Because the main thing is the sleep. And he went and he did that. That's test lesson 1.